Okay, so I couldn't flip my screen while shooting the video, so this is the other half of the video. I'll try and blend them seamlessly so you have no idea what I've done. So, what we've got here, for those of you that know cars, know that this is the yoke. This is the part from the drive shaft goes here to the back wheels, come up front. This part goes inside the transmission. It's an automatic transmission. And what's happened is U-joints. This was a one-piece drive shaft, so it had two U-joints. One U-joint has worn so far that it's actually ate not only through its cup, but into the yoke assembly itself. So essentially what's happened is they destroyed this yoke. That's about as close as you come without launching the drive shaft out of the vehicle. And what actually happens on this one, if this had broken and come completely out, the vehicle and the transmission is all traveling this way with the drive shaft attached here. So if this were to break, theoretically, there's no drive shaft safety loop. This drive shaft, this big long tube, could drop down, dig in the ground, and either break out the back and come through the bed of the truck, or possibly even pole vault the vehicle and flip the vehicle over. The most likely result is it was break and drag across the ground, but it's possible to make a bad situation a whole lot worse. So I guess moral of the story is if you have a vibration on your vehicle, you start feeling things are weird on it, don't wait, don't put it off, get that dude checked right away. If they had done U-joints, they probably would have saved themselves a couple $100 extra in parts here. This yoke had to come from the dealer, and I don't know the exact cost on it, but it was considerably more than if you had just been able to do a couple of U-joints. You notice this is a factory U-joint by this solid dish here, and although it's packed with grease, originally, if you look here in the back, it doesn't go all the way through. It stops. Aftermarket U-joints, and of course our older vehicle U-joints, had a grease zerk, usually in the body of the U-joint, where you could pump grease in at every oil change and keep these U-joints well lubricated. Well, this factory one here, went well over 100,000 miles, but it has completely, utterly failed. It's even a little galled out here on the outside edges where it attached the drive shaft. But the yoke side, both sides are completely shot. So this is something that had been going on for quite some time and just wasn't caught or picked up. It's hard to tell what happened, but I have to think they were noticing something a little off. But this right here is just really amazing here. And I'm going to grab a flashlight and see if I can light that up even better for you and let you see down in there just how far that ate away there. And as always, I am not a videographer by a long shot, so I'll just tell you to save those comments for yourself. Remember, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Hey, there we go. So you see the U-joint part, which used to look like this, is now degraded to it's only looking like that, where it's all eaten away. And then the cap, which was the outside cap, which was a cap similar to this one here, on the outside, it's all completely eaten through. And then it got into the yoke itself there, which is just really amazing how much abuse this took. And they drove this vehicle in. If you had been on a long trip out on the road, running down the highway at 70 miles an hour, it wouldn't have taken any time at all. It wouldn't have gone very far. It would have overheated and just catastrophically failed. So I want to take a moment to talk to you about vibrations, U-joints. Please don't put this stuff off. It can really cost you a lot more than just time and money. It can cost you things a little bit more near and dear to our hearts. Well, that's it. I'll jump back out here like this, since I can't figure out how to flip my screen around, and say, hey, thanks for watching. Craig from Craig's Car Care.